Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our channel, your home for deep and censored political commentary and hard-hitting news stories that mainstream media often tries to water down. Today, we have breaking and rather shocking revelations surrounding a man named Vusimuzi cat Matlala, a figure whose name has suddenly made waves in South African political circles. Reports are emerging that Matlala has allegedly sent what he claims to be President Cyril Ramaphosa's secret ID numbers directly to the Hawks boss, triggering widespread concern, confusion, and debate within political and intelligence communities. This story is more than just gossip or another political stunt. It could open a Pandora's box of questions about privacy, security, and the very integrity of our nation's top leadership. So let's unpack this shocking development piece by piece and understand why it has caused such an uproar across South Africa. To start with, Vusimuzi Matlala, widely known in certain circles by his nickname Cat, has been a somewhat mysterious figure. Sources close to law enforcement describe him as someone who has, over the years, built connections with high-profile political players and intelligence insiders. However, few could have predicted that Matlala would publicly allege that he had access to sensitive personal details belonging to none other than President Cyril Ramaphosa, including what he claims are secret ID numbers linked to the president's official and private affairs. According to reports circulating on social media and insider platforms, Matlala allegedly forwarded this information to the Hawks, South Africa's Director for Priority Crime Investigation, demanding that the authorities verify the authenticity of the data and investigate what he described as classified irregularities within the presidency. This claim has left many South Africans wondering, how could a civilian possibly get hold of such information, and why take the risk of exposing it? Now, let's pause for a second and talk about the implications. If Matlala's claims are true, then it suggests a serious breach of national data security, something that should never happen under any circumstances. The president's ID information, whether personal or official, is supposed to be protected under the highest level of security protocols. Any leak, no matter how small, could put not only the president but also the entire office of the presidency at risk of identity fraud, manipulation, or even blackmail. But if these claims turn out to be false, if Matlala fabricated or manipulated this data, then he could be facing serious criminal charges for spreading false information, violating data protection laws, and attempting to compromise the integrity of the country's leadership. Either way, this is not a small issue. It's a developing story that could shake public confidence in government institutions. Let's also consider the political timing. South Africa is currently experiencing deep political tensions, with divisions inside the ANC growing sharper by the day. The Ramaphosa administration has been under increasing pressure from internal factions, corruption scandals, and questions about transparency. This new development adds yet another layer to that tension. Many observers believe that this might not be an isolated event, that could be part of a larger political strategy aimed at discrediting President Ramaphosa ahead of crucial political events and leadership battles within the ANC. Some insiders speculate that Matlala might be acting under instructions from a faction opposed to Ramaphosa's leadership, possibly figures aligned with the so-called radical economic transformation camp, who have long accused Ramaphosa of betraying the original ideals of the ANC. Others argue that Matlala might simply be trying to expose something he believes the public has the right to know. But whatever his motives, the fallout from his actions could be immense. Meanwhile, the Hawks have reportedly declined to make any official statement about receiving such sensitive documents, citing the need for internal verification and security clearance. However, legal experts have already begun weighing in, warning that if classified information was indeed shared outside proper legal channels, it could spark a major investigation, not only into Matlala, but also into whoever may have granted him access to the data. Cybersecurity specialists are also expressing alarm, saying that this incident highlights the urgent need for tighter data protection policies within South Africa's government systems. If someone outside government could access what is claimed to be the president's private identification details, then ordinary citizens have every reason to question how safe their own personal information is within state databases. This story also ties into a larger narrative about digital espionage and political manipulation in South Africa. Over the years, several reports have surfaced suggesting that political operatives have used information leaks and online disinformation campaigns to weaken their opponents. Could this be another such case? Or is there a deeper truth that Matlala is trying to expose? Only time and a proper investigation will tell. Interestingly, Matlala's name has come up in several previous controversies involving whistleblowing and data leaks. Those close to him describe him as a fearless truth-teller, while others see him as a reckless opportunist seeking relevance through sensational claims. This dual image adds another layer of intrigue to the story. Is he a hero exposing hidden corruption or a troublemaker stirring chaos? Whatever your interpretation, one thing is clear. This incident puts enormous pressure on both the presidency and the Hawks. If the Hawks confirm that they did receive such a submission from Matlala, the public will demand transparency on how the matter is being handled. On the other hand, if they deny it, then people will question who is spreading such explosive information and why. As this drama unfolds, political analysts warn that the damage might already be done. Even if Matlala's claims are eventually proven false, the idea that someone could even claim to have the president's secret ID numbers creates doubt in the public's mind. This entire episode serves as a wake-up call for South Africa about how fragile our information systems are, how deep political rivalries have become, and how far some individuals are willing to go to challenge or embarrass those in power. It also reflects a growing trend where sensitive data, whether true or manipulated, is being used as a weapon in political warfare. So as we wait for official updates from the Hawks and possible responses from the presidency, one must wonder, what other secrets are lurking behind the curtains of our nation's politics? And if these ID numbers were just the beginning, what could come next? That's all for today's report, but this story is far from over. We'll continue monitoring every new development and bring you updates as they come in. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our deep dive political breakdowns. What are your thoughts on this situation? Do you think Vusimuzi cat Matlala is exposing a real scandal, or is this a calculated political move against President Ramaphosa? Drop your opinions in the comments. We'd love to hear what you think. Thanks for watching, stay informed, and see you next time.